everybody? It's your girl Sofia, aka Sophie, back here on Sophia's Football Talk to do a short but sweet little reaction video to the group stage draw of the Champions League, this season's Champions League. The fixtures will be kicked off, or at least the first leg, at the end of September. But let's dive into who did Man United meet. And also, some of you guys know I do also support Inter. So who will they be facing? If you want to find out my thoughts and my prediction on who will be going through from each group, then make sure you give this video here a big thumbs up. And of course, also subscribe if you haven't already. We are on the road to 3K subscribers. So let's make that happen, shall we? So as y'all can see, in Group A, we have Bayern Munich, Manchester United, also facing Copenhagen and Galatasaray. I would say, it's not the easiest group. Let's not get it twisted, but I'm not shocked. For me, prior to this draw, I was thinking, I just don't want to see us getting like a PSG again, just because I'm sick and tired of us always being in a group with PSG or getting linked with Sevilla and then men. But no, this time it's different. I still do fancy that. We ain't finishing top of the group. We're definitely not doing that. But I'm gonna believe and hope that we will be second. So obviously, two teams will go through from each group, and then the third team will be then have to get knocked into the Europa League, and of course, the fourth team at the bottom of the groups will then be, there's just not going to be any Europe for you. But so we're just going to go right into the third group A. I will say that I think it's going to be Bayern and Man United to advance into the round of 16, which I hope will be the case because the last few years we either get, not past the group stage, or we do get into the round of 16, but then we don't get past that. So for me, my prediction, like I said, let's advance at least to round of 16. I hope we can go all the way to the quarterfinal, but that we have to see how the window will unfold. When it comes to Group B, we have Sevilla, Arsenal, PSV, and RC Lens. I'm gonna say Arsenal probably might be top of the group, but you know what? It'll be hilarious if they get knocked out of the group and straight into Europa League, or maybe finish at the bottom. This is the first time in 7 years that Arsenal now is back in the Champions League, so that is a big thing for sure, 100%. But I'm gonna say Arsenal first. I'm not necessarily completely sure if it's going to be Sevilla second, because Sevilla sometimes get to third and they go straight into Europa League, and now, they are recurrent Europa League champions. They've won it several times. Like they got the Europa League heritage. So I'm going to say PSV second. I just have a feeling, and then Sevilla third and Lens at the bottom. So sorry. Group C, we have Napoli, Real Madrid, Braga, and Union Berlin. I will say Real Madrid first and Napoli second, but you never know. You could be surprised. But I fancy Real Madrid and Napoli to advance from Group C. Okay. Group D, we have Benfica, Inter, Salzburg, and Real Sociedad. Inter did face Benfica. I'm pretty sure it was the round. No, you know what? It was the quarterfinal. And I believe I did, even though Inter did win both of those first and second leg, or I think the second leg was actually a draw, but since they, they won the first leg pretty convincingly, they did advance and go into the semifinal, which we did see was a Milan derby, right? Inter, we know, went all the way to the final. Lost to City 1-0. City completed the treble, but Inter was very close to getting the job done. Onana was the goalkeeper at that time. Obviously went to Man United, but he did his thing. They just weren't able to score the goals. I still would say I think Inter will be at the top of this group, and then I'll say Benfica. Inter definitely has, gotten a lot of new signings. Benjamin Pavard, for instance, who used to play for Bayern Munich. They got Alexis Sanchez back. They have Cuadrado. They also have Marcus Thuram. They got a couple of newcomers, So I think they can do it. So sorry, Salzburg and Real Sociedad, but I think Group D, that's that. Group E, we have Feyenoord, Atletico Madrid, Lazio, and Celtic. This group, you know what? I'm going to say Atletico, and I'm going to just say Feyenoord. I don't know who's going to be second, but this group is a little bit difficult to maybe completely predict because I don't know. Anything could happen. But interesting. Group F probably is the group of death, especially for Newcastle. We have PSG, Dortmund, AC Milan, and Newcastle in the same group. I have no idea. I mean, Newcastle, they'll probably be like, you know what? This is literally the first time they're in the Champions League in like 20 years. So it's just going to be at least dope for them to get like, some star players from several of the big teams here, even though PSG, of course, is like, they ain't really that exciting as they used to be, but still, you get an Mbappe at the St. James's Park. Imagine that. That'd be dope. And for, some of the Newcastle fans being able to travel to, Paris, to Milan, to, go and to away games at Dortmund's ground. That'll be pretty epic. So I hope Newcastle can advance. I hope they do. But I ain't gonna lie. You know what? Just for fun, I'm gonna say Milan will be number one, and I'll say Newcastle second. You know what? Yeah, I think Newcastle can the away games at St. James's Park. It's a difficult ground, especially for us that plays in the Premier League. We know how difficult of a ground St. James's Park is. So I think that the PSG, Dortmund, and Milan will definitely be up to a tough time at St. James's Park, okay, at Newcastle. So either way, I cannot wait to see Newcastle in action for sure, 100%. And then we have Group G, we have Man City. Will they be, defending their trophy? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. They also got Leipzig, which is, of course, the former team of Josko Gvardiol. And I'm pretty sure they did play against each other. I think it might have been the round 16. And Man City slapped one of the legs 7-0 or something with 5 goals by Ali Braut Haaland, which is insane. And also, I cannot pronounce this name, but Crvena Zvezda and Young Boys. Man United has been in a group with Young Boys. I think, pretty sure one time years ago, they won like 3-1 against us and whatnot. So, hey, Man City will be they'll be number one in this group, and then I'll say Leipzig second. But Man City can just literally just have the youngsters play. It will just be a field day. Nothing big, nothing major. It is what it is. And then the last group, we have Barcelona, Porto, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Antwerp. Pretty sure that is the Belgian team. But yeah, Barcelona, they were in the same group as Bayern and Inter, and then Victoria Plazen, I believe, last season. And I think I was one of the very few that said Bayern and Inter would advance and then Barcelona would not go through. And which was exactly the outcome. Remember when Barcelona, Man United was doing like a knockout stage in the group, not in the group, but in Europa League to, then advance into the knockout stages. And Man United did win. We went through, even though it was 2 legs, but we did get out of that and go far to the semifinals into the Europa League. So I want to say in this group, probably, I'm going to say Barcelona will probably be at top, and then I'll say Porto second. But then again, you never know. I do, of course, want to hear your thoughts as well. And if you support any of the teams here, are you happy with the group that you are in? Do you fancy your team to do it? I want to hear all of that down below. Make sure you, of course, like the video if you haven't already, and as well subscribe. We are, like I said, on the road to 3K subscribers, so let's make that happen. Feel free to also join the SFT membership. Link is in the description box. I'll be back very soon as we will be talking about reacting to the summer transfer window being closed very soon. So peace out, people. See you soon. Bye-bye.